Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This one will cover week 28, which is July 8th through July 12th. I'll talk about the trades that I took this week, but most importantly, um, you'll see that I failed the Express funded account. It's been a very sad week for me, but I suppose in terms of the bigger perspective, it wasn't so bad. From what I can tell, a lot of people have a really hard time getting to the Express funded account. Um, so when I started my combine, I only needed the one combine to get to the Express funded account. So, I mean, I can say that. Okay, cool. So let's get started. So we'll look at July 8th here, which would be Monday. Let me zoom in. So I drew out a little level here that I thought was interesting when I started my session. As these bars developed and came up to this level, uh, I got a little antsy for whatever reason here, so I entered my trade early. I was going short off of this level, but in any case, the price kept going up and hit me for a stop loss for a loss of 10 points. And let me scoot up just a little more. So here, I decided to enter long because it looked like there was a lot of upwards momentum, and I thought there was a pretty good chance it would keep going up, and it did. When I entered the trade, I must have clicked enter 2 times. So I had 2 contracts when I entered when I only intended to do 1. Luckily, the price was around break even for one of the contracts, so I just exited that and let the price do its thing. Picked myself up a nice 20 points. So that was a good day. We'll take a look at uh, the realized profit and loss here. So I just picked up 231 bucks. Not too bad. Then Tuesday, July 9th, I started my session here and drew out some levels. So let me zoom in here. As I was watching price move down more and more, I figured we had a pretty good chance of price going down. And it did. I mean, if you kind of look at the bigger perspective here, it did go down. But I just had a bad entry, I suppose, because I got chopped out here. It hit my stop loss for 10 points, and then price wicked up anyway, so I would have been stopped out anyway if I had entered a little earlier. And then once price kind of developed to here, I saw these 2 bars here, and I thought, oh, there might be a little level here, so I drew this little line out here. And when price got to here, I went long. Unfortunately, price kept going down and stopped me out basically on the second candle here. So that was just a bad day. And I think maybe I was looking too closely at the price charts in thinking that this may be a level here. Maybe I should have taken a step back and looked at the bigger picture. So yeah, on Tuesday, I lost 20 points, so a loss of $405 on the account. Then we'll go to Wednesday. Let me zoom in here. So I started Wednesday at this candle, and I had drawn out this level from that previous low here, so it seemed like a pretty significant level. So I waited for price to see what it would do at this level, and then I saw this big candle down. I thought, oh, I think it's going to keep going down, so let me enter short. So I entered a market order short, and price almost turned around right where I entered and stopped me out, which was very sad. But I had this level still drawn out, so I was like, okay, I think we could kind of bounce off of it and continue down short. And what I should have done was waited to see what price would do, kind of like what I did here, even though that didn't work out. But I entered short basically when price was kind of at this level because I thought it was going to go down, but it didn't. and it went very up, leaving me behind. So let me zoom in here. So here's the loss for the day. And then finally, Thursday. So I don't have a screenshot for Thursday, so I had to open up this other account and kind of come back here to show you the trades that I took, that at least I remember taking. I can't look back because I think they closed down the account, so I can't. I mean, for sure they closed it down on TopstepX, so I can't look at the account there. So these are the trades that I'm remembering that I took. So I started the session, let's see, I think around here. And I just watched price move down and down and down. So I thought, oh, we got some pretty good downwards momentum. Let me enter short. So I did, and I got stopped out kind of on this little choppiness here. And if I didn't get stopped out there, I definitely would have been stopped out a little further on. So then I watched price develop a little bit more. And I was like, oh, we got some pretty good upwards momentum now. Let me go long. And so I did. And then I got stopped out again. So Thursday was not the day for me. I entered at the lowest of the low and the highest of the high, and just got it wrong every single time. And because of that, I had hit my maximum loss limit and the account got closed. It was a very sad day for me, but just a little bit of a retrospective. I was kind of thinking back, and I was following my strategy, just kind of going along with the price action and drawing out some levels, and going from there, just kind of doing it, kind of going with the flow, you know. But looking back at the previous trades for the week and the week before, if I remember right, I had 8 losses and 2 wins. And I think like 6 losses in a row. And I kept holding to my strategy, thinking, just a few in a row is, it should be expected, right? Because you can't expect to win every single time. You just gotta stick to your strategy and keep going. But I had a lot of losses in a row, and it was enough to close down my Express account, my Funded Express account. So yeah, that's gone. Painful, but we'll move on, right? Not everyone gets it right the first time. So I started up my new Combine account. And so this is July 12th, first day of the new Combine. And I'm starting a new strategy that I tried back testing, and it looks to be pretty good on the back test at least. So this is where I started, and I was watching price, waiting for my entry signal. And so my entry signal is when the smooth RSI crosses up on the center line here, right? So for the first trade, we closed down over the center line, so I went short. And part of the strategy is to have a 15-point stop loss and a 40-point take profit. And I'm supposed to scale into it as it wins, if I didn't have a previous loss, right? So in this case, what I would have done ideally is, if price kept going down, is around 15 points in the money, I would have added in a second contract at the same take profit level, and then close all the contracts once I hit that level. And that comes out to about 60 points altogether. So I tried that here. I entered, went straight to it didn't go straight, but it went back to hit my stop loss. And then I waited for my next entry signal, which was right here. We crossed up on the center line with the smooth RSI. And same setup as before, 15-point stop loss, 40-point take profit. And Actually, I think right here it did hit my 15 point take profit, or excuse me, my 15 point add in contract area. Um, but as part of my rules, I can't because I had already lost one, so it was just this one contract. Unfortunately, price went against me again and knocked me out. So I'm down 30 points for the day. Um, so yeah, we'll see how this strategy continues to play out. I suppose I could see another issue where I just have enough losses in a row to knock me out. And I guess with this strategy, it may be more likely, but according to the backtest that I did, um, there were more winning days than losing days. So far the math is on my side. I just got to keep going with it.